It's a brand new year. Happy New Year. I wish you a wonderful 2024 wherever you are in the world. I hope this year is full of health, full of happiness, and full of amazing formulations using beautiful, exquisite botanical ingredients. In fact, I want you to formulate your 2024 the right way. I want you to start thinking about all the amazing things that you could achieve in 2024. And that's why I want to host today's podcast to get you into planning mode. Chances are you've already been thinking about the plans that you want to make for this year. Maybe the hobby you want to try, or the places you want to visit, or even the business you want to start. Now, I love this time of year because it gives all of us this giant reset button to say, this year is going to be my year. And I believe strongly that this year could be your year too, which is why I'm recording this for you. In fact, I'm going to run you through all of the ways that you can formulate your 2024 exactly as you want it to be. So grab your vision board or grab a piece of paper that you can write a doodle on while you listen, as you and I are going to figure out exactly the best ways that you can formulate your future. Hi, it's Lorraine Dahlmeyer, Chartered Environmentalist, Biologist, and CEO of award-winning online organic cosmetic formulation school, Formula Botanica. I host the Green Beauty Conversations podcast, and these are my Green Beauty opinions, in which I share my takeaways from the podcast interview that we released last week and set you a challenge to make the green beauty sector a better place. If you want to be the first to hear all of my latest episodes, make sure you subscribe to this podcast. So now that 2024 is here, I've got 5 steps for you to formulate the very best year for you. So let's run through them one by one. As I said, grab your pen and paper because I want you to start writing down all of your thoughts. So firstly, I want you to think about you formulating your big idea this year. What are you going to do this year? If your dream is to start or grow a beauty brand, and I know many of our listeners feel exactly this way, so this might be you too, then your first step is to formulate your big idea, your vision. What would you like to achieve with the formulations that you learn to make? How would you like to change someone's life with your skincare or hair care products? And what kind of testimonial would you like to receive from a future customer buying your formulations? What mark would you like to make on the world? Don't be scared to think big, think bold. In fact, the bigger you think, the more excited you'll feel. Whatever you dream up, write it down. This is the start of your plan for 2024. Then once you have your big idea, the second stage is to think about how that big idea might filter through into you formulating your brand. Now, branding is the act of creating a story that creates an emotional response with your customers. So in other words, those are the people who want to buy your formulations, the ones you're going to sell your formulations to. And if you formulate your own beauty brand, it will be a channel for your big idea. And if you want to change the world through your formulations, then you do that through your brand, which is all about the way that your formulations make people feel. So that's the second step, formulating your brand. And speaking of formulations, the third step that I want you to plan for in 2024 is that you will formulate your products. Now, if you're not formulating skincare or hair care yet, then now is the time to start. This is a brand new year. And best of all, we've got you covered with our upcoming enrollment period at Formula Botanica in January. So if you are formulating already and you know that your formulations are the very best they can be, now then is the time to start finalizing them. But if you haven't started yet, now is the time to start planning how you're going to learn to formulate and when you're going to start formulating your products. Now, I know this might feel a little bit scary. At this stage, you're of course deciding which products your future customers might be using, which products you're going to put into people's hands. So yes, I understand why it might feel scary, but it is also super liberating because you are now also formulating your future. And I love this for you. So once you know what your products will be, you can now take the fourth step of formulating your beauty business. You're now going to put all the wheels in motion to create the company that will sell your formulations. And that company will encompass the brands you've created, the products you want to sell, your marketing, costing, pricing, retail strategy, marketing and sales strategy, and much, much more. This is super exciting because this fourth step makes you a beauty entrepreneur, which may well be a big part of your dream for 2024. And then finally, the fifth step is probably the most important step of all, because all of this won't necessarily be possible unless you formulate your credentials, formulate your education. And that's what I'm really most excited for you in 2024. Next to all of your ideas to formulate your vision, your brand, your products, your business, I want you to think about the training or certifications that you get to make sure you do all of this properly. Now, please don't be a hero and try and do all of this yourself. I've seen so many people try and do this, and it takes 5 times longer at least. It costs an absolute fortune, and you still won't be as prepared as you could be. So I want you to make a plan for educating yourself in 2024 so that you can formulate your year exactly as you want it to be. So my challenge to you for this week is to make a plan to formulate your 2024. You might want to become a formulator this year. You might want to design your skincare or haircare products. You might want to start a beauty business. You might want to get certified by Formula Botanica, which would be amazing. And whatever your plan is, I challenge you to write it down and hang it somewhere in plain sight so that you keep looking at it and so that this can be the year that you formulate all of your dreams. I want you to get to 2025 and look back at this point and go, I'm so glad I started because I am a million miles further and I'm reaching that goal for where I want to get to. So thank you for listening to my Green Beauty Opinions. Remember to visit the Formula Botanica website at formulabotanica.com to try our free online formulation course. And we also open up enrollment for all of our courses, including our award-winning Diploma in Organic Skincare Formulation, which is perfect for beginners. And those courses will be open between January 11th and 16th. So if your dream is to become a certified formulator in 2024, then we are ready for you and can't wait to meet you. If you haven't subscribed yet to the Green Beauty Conversations podcast, please make sure you do so now in your favorite podcast app. Leave me a 5-star review if you enjoy the conversations I host, and I will be back soon with my next episode. And a big happy new year to you.